Hi guys! So, I'm going to be talking about what happened on The Bold and the Beautiful this previous week. Lacey turned that down. So let's start up with Monday's episode. Deke loses his appetite over Sheila's toes. I had to include this because I just find it I just find Sheila trying so hard with Deke and Hope as well just so cringy. And this is the cringiest moment yet. Honestly, she needs to stop. Like, it ain't happening. Ridge gets sneaking out of Taylor's office. Continues to be the worst character on the show. Sheila says she will kill Deke. I know she said she was joking, but like, a murderer joking about that. Come on. Like, come on. It is never going to be a good time for that. Like, you can't even say too soon, because, like, it's always going to be too soon, based on what you've done, Sheila. And Dylan took food from a dumpster. It's unfortunate. It really is. Ivy bullying her into that. Taylor says she can't be with Deacon anymore. I hate that Ridge won. Like, you know what? As much as I wanted Sheila and Deacon together, I can accept Taylor and Deacon more than I can accept Ridge and Steffi getting their way and, like, forcing someone to do what they don't want to do. That's just me. But I don't think it's the end for them. Not really. Come on. Let's be real. They're going to end up being together and Sheila's going to end up snapping. That sort of thing. Next, Tuesday's episode, Daphne got a Daphne got a pre-wedding party. That was pretty fun. Fun little scenes. Will keeps thinking about when Dylan was like dancing for him. Even when he was talking to his girlfriend, Electra. Yeah, Will's a problem. I hate what they're doing to his character. They're making him seem like he's no longer like, he no longer likes Electra and that he's just like going to be with Dylan, you know, he's falling out of love with Electra. That's not what their relationship was like for the past year. They've been overcoming obstacle after obstacle. And they've been getting stronger. What do you mean you're gonna go assassinate Will's character now to cause drama? Come on. I hate when they do that. Go with the bad characters and make them do something like really messed up for drama. And have the good characters finally get justice. Don't do this. And I thought for a second Daphne was pregnant on Tuesday's episode because it did seem like it. She literally said she was. Basically. But like later in the week we find out like she's not, but like she wants to be basically. You can't do that to me. Do you realize how excited I was? Playing with my emotions like that. And then Deke finds Dylan in the dumpster at El Giardino. Not in the dumpster. My goodness. She was eating out of the dumpster. And I really like how Deke was with that whole situation. It was pretty cool. And then in Wednesday's episode, Daphne and Carter think about getting a new place, which I think would be pretty cool, getting a new setting for the show. I just have to say, though, within this whole week, one thing I can note, Ivy needs to shut up. Ivy is the most annoying character on the show right now. Perhaps maybe Electra, but we'll get into that later. And then Will sees Dylan. Obviously, he's confused because he thought she left town. Not good. And then Thursday's episode, Will knows what Ivy did. Wasn't too happy about that. Zende was officiating the wedding. You know, I was actually thinking, like, who would the officiant be? But it turned out to be Zende. Carter and Daphne get married. Love it. They're my favorite couple in the show right now. Show better not ruin this anytime soon. I know it's a soap opera, but I'm gonna be so mad if they do. And Electra knows what Ivy did. Well, part of it. Doesn't know why, but like, she figured out why in the next episode, though. Friday's episode. Let's get into it. Carter and Daphne enjoy their wedding night, as the couples on show do. Here comes the part that makes me so mad. Electra believes Ivy over Will and Dylan.
Hey.
I'm going to punch you.
No.
That made me so mad. Do you realize? Seriously, she didn't even give Will and Dylan a chance to speak. She just immediately went with what Ivy said. And actually, me and my stepmother were talking about this. And I definitely do think Ivy has way too much of a hold over Electra. It's like Electra lives to please Ivy or something. Or lives to like be with Ivy. Cause like it's like whoa, wrong person. Wrong person. It's like Electra's a teenager. I've noticed this pattern for a while now. Like, you know, saying, oh, Ivy wouldn't approve if I stay too many nights at Will's or something. It's like, she's a grown woman. At least, I think so. Like, yeah, she should be like Will's age, and we know he's an adult. So yeah, she's a grown woman. And yet, she listens to everything her aunt says. Wants her approval over everything. Acts like a teenager. Like, not just like not a rebellious teenager like most are. Like this good, people-pleasing teenager. And it's like, girl, she needs to live her life without looking for input from others. Because you know what? This hold Ivy has over Electra, it's getting old and it's destroying her relationship. And how many more relationships will it have to destroy before Electra realizes that she is a problem, and so is Ivy. And Electra and Will basically break up because Electra wanted to break up with Will because he wouldn't kick someone out on the streets. That's pretty much what happened. And I know she thought it was inappropriate. Electra's the most insecure person on the show, so we get it. And I have to admit, I think I would be a little bit upset if I figured out that my boyfriend was like getting really close to this other woman. Like, I don't have a boyfriend, but if I did, I would be kind of mad. But I would never want someone to go out, have to live on the streets. Like, basically live out in their car, have nothing to eat, no shower or anything. Just because I'm jealous. And even threaten the guy to break up unless he kicks her on the street. That's just crazy to me. Electra was insane for that ultimatum. Like, yeah, fine. Have her not be your friend anymore, but seriously? The show builds Electra's character off to be this, like, empathetic person. Have a lot of empathy for everyone. But if that's where you want her character to go, you cannot write scenes like this. Because this just shows her as heartless and cruel. And honestly, I really dislike her right now. I no longer like Electra as a character. I used to a little bit, even though she has annoyed me from time to time. But no, this just sealed the deal for me. Electra is clearly not a good person if she's gonna do this. She lets jealousy and insecurity consume her. Ivy's thoughts consume her. And I'm tired of it. Honestly, it's probably for the best. We'll probably dodge the bullet there. I do like Will and Dylan's chemistry. I didn't want to show the ruin Will and Electra because of how strong they had been with the Luna thing, but you know what? I don't want Electra with RJ either. I really don't. RJ's charming, honestly, though. I would like to see him. You know what? Maybe he could be. Because obviously Will's not going to say anything. Like, he's kind of like playing this nice guy. He's not going to say anything bad to Electra, but I feel like RJ might, even though he's charming. Like, let's say Ivy tries to destroy their relationship. Like, if Electra and RJ get together, and RJ, like, tells both of them off saying, you know what, Electra, you need to learn how to, like, take care of your own self and not, like, look for your honest input. I feel like someone needs to tell her. I'm waiting for that. And if Will does it, great. I'd love to see it. And I would be on his side 100%. Honestly, though, I did kind of want RJ and Dylan together. They had one scene, but, like, it could have worked, you know? You know, it still could happen. I would prefer them together. That would be cool. Let's talk about the weekly preview. Will tries to talk to Electra, and she asks, what if there was this guy constantly around me, basically? Like, come on. And he did say, in that scene, I think, that Ivy was, like, coming between them. And yeah, she is. I love that Will stood up to Ivy in Friday's episode. Loved every word he said. And he was like, oh, what you're saying is just excuses for being a bully. Yes. Yes, that is exactly what it is. And then Eric has a medical emergency. So obviously, I think Ridge and Brooke are going to find out that he's like the lead designer at Logan. But clearly something happens. And Bill said, like, call 911. So obviously something's going to happen to Eric next week. Which is kind of concerning. Because, like, I want Katie's fashion house to do well and, like, surpass Forrester in a way. Like in a fashion showdown or something. I don't want it to fail. And if Eric is, like, gone, it's going to fail. Unless they can get Dee gone. That would be amazing. Speaking of that, where's his love interest? Where's Remy? I want Remy to come back. Like, Remy did to Electra. Despicable. Electra should never forgive him for that. But come on. I can't help it. I loved Remy and Deke's relationship a lot. I think we should see where that goes more. I would love to see it again. And Remy's been gone from the show for, like, what feels like forever now. So, it wouldn't be a bad time to bring him back. I'll be waiting for that day. Let's see, what else should happen next week? Maybe if they're gonna do this thing where Taylor and Deacon are trying to stay away from each other, maybe they can take a week off. Because, like, I don't want to, like, have a repeat of the same conversations over and over again. Of Taylor and Deacon just miserable, thinking about each other. No. Not dramatic enough for me. Not unless they're gonna move the story forward. I've been talking way too much, clearly. I'm starting to stumble on my words. And I can't really think of anything much more at the current moment. Maybe some characters we haven't seen in a while. Like, we really haven't seen much of Hope and Liam lately. Like, I know we saw them last week a little bit. But you know what? I don't think we saw them at all this week. Let's have them have, like, this story next week. We don't need to do the same stuff with the same characters over and over. Also, I really hope that someone yells at Ivy. Let's keep yelling at Ivy. We don't like her. Well, I don't like her. I don't know what you guys think, but honestly, I don't know how anyone could like someone like that. Anyways, that is all for today. I'm also going to be making a video about why Ridge Forrester is like the worst character later this week, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell. Wow, that was fast. Where was I? Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.